Hey everyone, let's play some games. Today we're playing the Shaman. In the arena. It got by far the most votes, so easy choice. Let's keep the knife juggler. Yeah, I think this is also an easy choice, yeah? Let's see. Mad Bomber, Stormforged Axe. I think we want a weapon. I'm looking forward to that anti-overload card. That could be quite interesting, but we're not gonna get that today. Let's see, we have a Spellbreaker. Oh, pretty average 2-drop, decent 1-drop, but 1-drops, well, I mean, the Argent Squire has potential in Shaman if you get some, some those buff totems. Oh man, why can't I remember? Alright, so, but I think I'll go with a Spellbreaker. I really like a Spellbreaker. I like them. I like silence. So, let's see. Now we have a pretty easy choice here because that's terrible. This is unreliable at best. So let's go with the average 2-drop. Crackle? Pretty nice. You know what? Let's go with Crackle. I like the Stalker too, but... Oh, what is it called? Buck Stalker? I think like that 3-6 taunt, but... Oh... Well, pretty average 4-drop, lightning bolt. Let's go with that. So we got a lot of removal already. I don't like these two very much. Stormwind Champion though has a lot of potential with totems in particular. So let's go with that. Yes. Alright, we already got one fire buddy. Now we just need like 4 more and we're good to go. Nomis Inventor, I think. Oh, legendary. Let's see. Illidan? It's pretty good. But I think I like the Foe Reaper even more. I'm not picking that one though. Let's go with the Foe Reaper. Just like last time. I got a legendary Manatite Totem. Yeah. Dark Iron Dwarf. Also good with totems and such. And just a good minion overall. Harvest Golem is awesome. And if you look at our 3-drops, we don't really have any. You generally don't want to play Manatite on turn 3. So let's get a Harvest Golem. And Borgin Infiltrator is pretty nice. Noratron is pretty decent too. Oh, it's the Flame Tongue Totem. Especially like a Flame Tongue and Noratron is really nice. Let's go with the Noratron. I just hope we can get a Flame Tongue. I mean, it's a common card, so hopefully we can pick it up. Let's see, 2-drops. We don't have that many. And maybe some card draw. We have some card draw already. There's the Brewmaster, but it has some potential, the Brewmaster, with like all these, all the Fire Elemental, but I mean, that's pretty not cheap minions. Let's go with the Loot Hoarder. I like having early game. Oh, Sapomatic. So tempting, right? We already have one Stormwind Champion, and we actually have decent late game so far. Okay, let's go with it. Now we're pretty starting to get good on 2-drops. Maybe like 1 or 2 more, but that's about it. We don't... I mean... Just look at the Wolf Rider and the Crackle next to each other. The Wolf Rider is almost always used as a free damage removal. Alright, then you look at the Crackle, and they both 3 mana by the way. The Crackle can do 3 to 6 damage, and it's affected by spell power. The Wolf Rider has an advantage that you can use it to go for the face, but that's usually not what it ends up as. So let's go with Crackle. Yeti, yes. We need some mid-game here. And maybe some 3-drops. Bloodlust. No, I think we need a 3-drop here. If I had more 3-drops, maybe. I know it's a weak 3-drop too, but we just don't really have any, and we need it. Arcane Golem, though, not that. No. And the thing is, even in Constructed lately, I'm usually happy when the Hunter plays an Arcane Golem instead of like a Wolf Rider, because that 1 extra mana is just so useful. Especially when I play the Paladin, because I can get out my healing cards earlier, thanks to that. Don't like any of them though. Definitely not. I guess it's gonna be the Ancient Mage. We do have some spells in the deck, so The spell power could come in handy. Raging Worgen, yes, a 3-drop, exactly what we want. We have a fair amount of overload cards. 2 Crackles and a Lightning Bolt. Well, it's not that many, but I guess it's some. So that has potential. But then we look at the 5-drops and we don't have any. And then we pick the 5-drop. Alright. They want a 3rd Crackle. Not really so sure about that, but how about... Just in general, we don't really want stuff that costs 2 mana anymore, but the Reckless Rocketeer is terrible. Like, that's basically a 6 mana Crackle, right? Because that's also usually ends up just, you know, trading with 1 minion. Right, so 2 drops. Well, we have 5. Okay, you know what, let's get a 6th one. The Crackle doesn't count as a 2-drop, it's removal. Cult Master? Sure. I feel like we are starting to have enough removal, and you know what, I like the Cult Master. What is this though? Look at this, we need some late game. Silverhand Knight, definitely. We need some stuff up here. And this is not really helping. Yeah, let's just get another Sapomatic. Oh, Flame Tongue, that's good, even though I want late game Fire Elementals in particular. And look at our 6-drops, it's a little low. I don't really want a 3rd, but let's get a 2nd weapon. What is this? Why do we have like this huge pillar of 2-drops? Oh man. Alright, let's get another Raging Worgen. And a Sea Giant I think could be very useful. At least we do have a fair amount of card draw, like Loot Hoarder, Manatide, Cult Master, and the Inventor. And we have some decent late game stuff, but it's just like if we get unlucky and don't really draw any of it, we're gonna run out of cards. 1 Fire Elemental, 0 Hexes, 0 Lightning Storms. I would say below average, even though we do have like some nice cards. It's just the curve is a little wonky. It could work out when we get like great starts, but then we risk petering out. So I would say this is a below average deck. And so that means that I'm gonna go for 6 wins. It's not completely terrible, but it needs a little something. Like an extra Fire Elemental, maybe a Hex in there or something. Then, you know, we would be looking at a solid deck. But we don't have that. So we'll just have to make do here. Just the Shaman has so much potential. It has like a lot of good cards, but sometimes you don't get them. I mean, it's kind of like a Mage, right? You have Flame Strikes and Fireballs, but sometimes you draft a Mage and you don't get offered any, and then it's like, well, Mage is great, usually, but... Alright, so we have a 2-drop and an Axe. Let's keep these 2. Oh, Fire Elemental. A little early, but we do have some early game too, so hopefully we can make do for until turn 6. It's nice, like if we need the Axe here on turn 2, then we'll be overloaded by 1, and then we can play the Knife Juggler the turn after, so it kind of fits. If he plays, like, coins out of 3-2 or something. Well, that's too bad he didn't. But let's just play a Knife Juggler. Right. Because he killed the Loot Hoarder with his hero power, so that's not very strong versus Druids. Now, of course, we hope he doesn't have a Wrath. But honestly, if he has Wrath, it's fine. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Okay. So I think now I want to play the Axe. Yeah. Keep our Knife Juggler around. Granted, now we'll be overloaded, which is not great unless we draw a 3-drop. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Looks like... Oh. Well... Huh. If we hit it with a knife, we can kill it with the axe. It will take 1 more damage. But I think we need to do it this way, because if we don't hit it with a knife, we need to kill it with the knife juggler instead. Definitely need to kill it. Okay, so we can kill it with the axe. Yeah, that works. Not doing good work for us. Already gone made a 2 for 1. And now next turn we'll have 5 mana. Not really anything great to play. I guess we could play a Cold Master here and just draw a whole bunch. Oh, the Spiteful Smith. Yeah, let's go for tempo. I think we are fine on cards. Because then we can follow up with a Fire Elemental, and that's pretty awesome. Sea Giant, we can almost play that, but not quite. Alright, let's see where the knife hits. I was hoping... Well, I was hoping it would hit a minion. Obviously. How do we do this? I mean, this one dies to hero power, but if hero power, he only has 3 mana left. What about a swipe? Can he do a good swipe? Not really. Nothing too impressive. Let's just kill that and go for the face. Okay. Yeah, we're applying a lot of pressure here. You can either play a Sea Giant or the Fire Elemental next turn. Alright, what do we got for us? We're probably gonna kill the Knife Juggler. Which is too bad. It would have been so much nicer if a knife had hit it. So, yeah. Oh well. Can't get lucky every time. What else do you got? We are prepared. Okay, so... do we play Sea Giant? I think maybe. Just hold on to the Fire Elemental for now. We don't really need it. We can just run these two into that. Yeah. Let's play a Sea Giant here. And kill that. Oh. Ah, he's gonna kill it that way. But the question is, does he have a way of dealing with a Sea Giant? He's a Druid, so probably not, unless he's lucky and have a big game hunter ready to go. Could have cleared the board with Fire Elemental, but... yeah, maybe that would have been good, so he couldn't trade into that. But it's just... so, like, you don't know. Like, maybe, like, the next few turns, the board is going to be kind of empty and we wouldn't be able to play the Sea Giant. Whereas the Fire Elemental, we can always play that for 6 mana. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Because now the Fire Elemental is not really that good. Oh, I guess we could Spell Break our Giant and kill that. Yeah. Oh, go for the face. He's getting really low. And we have a Crackle in hand too. And it doesn't seem like he has a way of dealing with it. Maybe he plays Stormforged Axe and just go for the face. That'll overload us. Let's see. Because I'm thinking next time we could do something like Fire Elemental plus Crackle. Play a Raging Walk in here. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah. I think this is pretty solid. It's a little, you know, aggressive. But I think it'll work out. And if it doesn't, well. Alright, so you got a big tree. But that's okay, because we have Crackle. That's... I mean, you can guarantee... kill that. If Crackle hits for... we just need it to hit for 4. We go that first. Come on. Okay. And then we kill that, and that. And there we go. Good start. And the fire elemental finished it off for us. Thank you. Alright. Now it's gonna take a while to finish that daily with this deck. Not a lot of big hitters in it. But we got what matters. We have our fire buddy. Now if you can only draw that every game. And also the Sea Giant. I still think the Sea Giant might be a little undervalued even in Constructed. I say that, and I've never actually included it in any of my own decks. I just always kind of forget about it, but it just seems to have so much potential. Like, it's so common for there to be so many minions on the board. Like, either your own or the enemies. And then you can get it out for like 5 mana. Of course, it dies to Big Game Hunter. But say you put it into a deck that already runs a lot of 8 attack minions like Ragnaros and such. Maybe it could work out. And it's not like you lose that much if you only played it for 5 mana. Alright, so we have oh wow, we have a 4 Reaper. Well, we have a Loot Hoarder. It's not the best 2-drop in the world, especially versus the Mage, but it is even in tempo if the Fire Blasted, so I'll take it. Alright, we got a Sapomatic as well. No 3-drops though. Should we play a 2-drop? Well, we don't have any. Not really sure. You know what? Let's get this one out. Because if she doesn't have removal, like if she only has a Fire Blast here, we can get 6 damage in. And there's just so much potential in that. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have a second 2-drop, of course. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I mean, we could play Crackle here. But then this one gets down to 1 life. We get 6 damage in. She'll basically be forced to Fire Blast it. She'll be ahead on value. We'll be... But then again, we do have the coins, so not really that much ahead. And if she does the Fire Blast, then she probably can't do much of a follow-up. We'll be overloaded, but we can still play a 2-drop. If we don't do it, we don't have a 3-drop for next turn anyway. You know what, let's do it. Okay, there we go. Get the damage in. Most likely gonna see a Fire Blast here. And then we will play a Stalker. Yeah. And one of the reasons why I did it is because we don't have a 3-drop. So if I didn't overload myself, then we could still only play a 2-drop here. Oh, Dark Iron Dwarf, that's actually nice. A lot better than the Ancient Mage here, probably. It's not really enough against the Yeti though. Let's see, what if you play the Neutron and a Loot Hoarder? Yeah, because I don't think the Dark Iron Dwarf really makes a lot of sense here. Let's just do this. And then if she attacks the Neutron once with that, I'll get it down to 4 life. She might Fire Blast attack. Then we can Dark Iron Dwarf on maybe the Loot Hoarder, unless she Fire Blasts the Loot Hoarder. No, she is going for that. And kill off the Yeti that way. Let's see what else she has. Oh, well, there's that. Oh man, that makes me so conflicted because we really should make sure that she doesn't get 2 cards from the Acolyte. But at the same time, we really need to get rid of the Yeti. And I think killing the Yeti here is probably the better choice, even though she is gonna be able to get more cards. Or maybe not, if we get Whirling Blades. Wow. That was pretty perfect. And I love how he made almost the same laugh as I did. Awesome. Alright. Now we can play Fire Elemental next turn. And it seems like things are kind of working out for us. Not so happy about that egg though. If only the Inside Nerubian had 3 life instead of 4. We could open it and kill it with the Fire Elemental. Well, maybe she doesn't even have a way to open it herself. Then I'll just kind of stay there. Let's go for that. I think the Fire Elemental to kill the Loot Hoarder. Why did she Fire Blast that? Oh, I can't kill that, and then, yeah, because then we'll down at 1 life. Oh, and Flame Tongue. I'm a little scared of Flame Strike, but you know what? Fire Elemental dodges Flame Strike, so it's okay. So if we do this, and go for the face, and we get her down to 15. We have a Flame Tongue. Yeah. Looking pretty good. Let's see. Thankfully, Flame Strike does not wipe our board. Alright. Let's see. If we play Flame Tongue here, kill that, then do 9 damage to the face. I mean, she still has 3 mana, so let's see what she plays. What do you got?
What to do? What to do?
Oh, a secret. Well, if it's Mirror Entity, I don't mind her copying a Flame Tongue at all. That's fine. It does buff up, like it would buff up the Warden though, which is a little bit annoying, but it's okay. Let's play the Flame Tongue here. Okay. The thing is though, I didn't think of that. We get everything down, like if I tag in there, we get everything down to... That's problematic. Maybe play the Vorgen and then kill it with the... so we can keep this at 5 life. Yeah, then we can't play the Foe Reaper next turn, but I think it's worth it. Is it like duplicate? It could also be counter spell, of course. Do that. Oh wait, no, I didn't think of Vaporize. Oh my god, okay. Thank you for not being Vaporized. That was really silly. I should obviously have attacked with that one first. Come on, let's get a healing totem. I should have made the totem first. Because... well, the thing is, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. It all kind of depended. Alright, so she had the ice barrier, so she's not as close to death as she would have been. Oh, thank you. Fire Elemental for surviving. See, that is why I did not want it to go down to 4. So here, and that's also why I didn't play the Worgen. Okay, let's just keep going here. Now she can clear the board with another Flame Strike, since now she can also Fire Blast. But we still have our axe. If we draw like one of our spells, we can just kill her. That's gonna die now to Fire Blast, unfortunately. But hey, it did its duty. We have 1 damage away from lethal. Oh, never mind. Now we're 2 damage away. If we kill that, yeah, I guess we should. And then we can play the Foe Reaper. Too bad it doesn't have charge. Well, that would probably be a bit overpowered. So we play the Foe Reaper. We kill that. I don't think there's any real reason to use the weapon here. So let's hold on to it. Since we only have that 1 charge left. Let's see if she can handle this. If she can, I mean, she needs some kind of removal or something for the Foe Reaper, because otherwise it's just gonna crush her board, even if she turns up.
My eyes are open.
Powering up. Portals online.
Alright. Is that like another ice barrier? Oh man, it could be vaporized, so I should not attack with this one first, even though... Let's see. I guess it's Ice Block. It's really tempting to clear the board though. But I... Yeah. But then we don't trigger the Ice Block, but we clear the board. What if she makes some kind of crazy comeback? Let's play a minion to see if it's Mirror Entity or something. Okay, it's not... Oh! It is Mirror Entity. Okay. I'm glad I checked for that. That made me feel better about going for the face here. Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, that's a good start. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.